Elon Musk recently stirred up conversations once again. This time, not just about space travel or electric cars, but about the Hadron Collider, a cornerstone of modern physics research. Known for his ambitious pursuits, Musk's interest in this powerful particle accelerator raises intriguing questions about the boundaries of scientific exploration. While he envisions a future of interplanetary life, could his ventures into such complex technologies also pose unforeseen existential threats? This remarkable machine represents one of humanity's most significant scientific achievements, famously recreating conditions akin to those of the Big Bang, a feat no other invention has accomplished. The Hadron Collider is not just about simulating explosions from the dawn of the universe. It has contributed to numerous other groundbreaking discoveries, each helping us peel back the layers of our cosmic existence. So why is Musk, who has the means to construct practically anything, eyeing this particular technology at CERN? What revelations could he, alongside the scientists at CERN, unveil using the Hadron Collider? This video explores an unsettling discovery Musk recently made at CERN, one that could fundamentally alter our understanding of the universe. At the heart of our exploration is the Higgs boson, an elementary particle that stands as a cornerstone of the standard model of particle physics. Often simply called the Higgs particle, its significance lies in its role in conferring mass. This elusive particle, stemming from the quantum fluctuations of the Higgs field, is massive yet highly unstable, decaying almost instantaneously after its formation. Even a decade after its discovery, researchers are still on the quest to unravel the mysteries that pertain to it and the universe we inhabit. Nestled in Geneva, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, known as CERN, launched an experiment intending to replicate the Big Bang. This ambitious endeavor occurred within the most powerful particle accelerator on Earth, where two beams of particles are propelled to near light speed before colliding, reflecting the very conditions present moments after that monumental cosmic event. But what exactly were they hoping to achieve? By mimicking the aftermath of the Big Bang, scientists sought to delve into the essence of matter and uncover the origins of stars and planets. The answers that lie within these experiments could reshape our understanding of everything we know. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into this intriguing intersection of technology and fundamental science, revealing just how close we are to unlocking the secrets of the universe. What if I told you that the universe has secrets waiting to be uncovered within a massive underground tunnel? The Large Hadron Collider, the world's largest particle accelerator, has once again ignited excitement in the scientific community. After years of upgrades, it's back in action, ready to reveal even more about the building blocks of our universe. Located about 175 meters beneath the Swiss-French border near Geneva, this colossal 27-kilometer ring uses powerful superconducting magnets to accelerate particles to near-light speeds. The goal? To crash them together, simulating conditions akin to a miniature Big Bang. These high-speed collisions often create debris from which vital insights into subatomic particles, like protons, photons, and quarks, emerge. The last time the collider operated, it made a groundbreaking discovery: the Higgs boson, commonly known as the God particle. Although some feared that such experiments might inadvertently create a black hole that could threaten our planet, these concerns have been allayed. In fact, any black holes formed during collisions would collapse almost instantly and cause no harm. As scientists delved into these experiments, they experienced a roller coaster of emotions: excitement, fear, and ultimately relief as each milestone was successfully navigated. The return of the Hadron Collider not only reignites the path toward understanding theoretical physics, but also reaffirms the commitment towards safety in such groundbreaking research. Despite past concerns about catastrophic outcomes, the scientific community is thrilled. The precision of controlled environments minimizes risks, allowing researchers to push the boundaries of knowledge without jeopardizing our existence. This isn't just another experiment, it's a journey into the very fabric of reality itself, as scientists eagerly await what new mysteries will be unveiled this time around. What could the next revelation from this titan of discovery hold for our understanding of the universe? Stay tuned. Have you ever considered the mysteries lurking in the universe that science has yet to unravel? While the standard model of physics does an impressive job explaining most particles, it falls short when it comes to the enigmatic nature of dark matter and dark energy. These phenomena have caught the attention of some of the brightest minds, including Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, who has shown a keen interest in them for years, Since the Higgs boson was discovered in 2012, scientists at CERN have been tirelessly researching this particle's properties, venturing further to uncover additional particles predicted by supersymmetry theories. At the heart of this exploration are hadrons, complex subatomic particles made up of quarks bound together by a powerful force, much like electromagnetic forces that unify atoms and molecules. Protons, neutrons, and baryons are among the most recognized hadrons, while pions and kaons, discovered during cosmic ray experiments in the mid-20th century, also play key roles, but often remain overshadowed. Building a particle collider, especially one as advanced as CERN's, poses significant challenges. It is both a time-consuming and costly endeavor, with CERN's own accelerator demanding a staggering $10 billion to construct and maintain. Yet the breakthroughs yielded by this facility have made the expense seem almost justified. Not one to shy away from bold statements, Musk once tweeted a humorous take on this colossal machine, a meme featuring a rising devil, paired with a cheeky caption expressing his desire to use the Large Hadron Collider. "I am normal and can be trusted with demonic technology, unlike anything the world has seen," he wrote. Was this a lighthearted jab at the world's largest particle collider, or did he see it as something sinister? One thing is clear: Musk's pursuit of anything he desires is relentless, be it companies or groundbreaking technologies. However, acquiring CERN's collider might just be one ambition that remains out of reach, at least for now. With 23 member states behind CERN's operations, this is one treasure trove of scientific exploration that won't be bargained for easily. The quest for knowledge about dark matter and energy continues. Who knows what surprises await? Have you ever wondered what secrets lie beneath the surface of our universe? In 2012, one of the most breathtaking breakthroughs in physics took place: the discovery of the Higgs boson by the Large Hadron Collider. Often dubbed the God particle, this elusive particle was the final piece of the puzzle from the standard model of particle physics, waiting to be validated. Just as the scientific community was grappling with the profound implications of the Higgs boson, another astonishing finding emerged. In January 2022, researchers announced the detection of X particles within quark-gluon plasma, a feat that hadn't been achieved since simulations of the Big Bang. This development was astounding. CERN had crafted conditions that mirrored the early universe, leading to the proof of the Higgs boson and beyond. But that's not all. The LHC has unveiled a treasure trove of new particles, with reports suggesting the identification of up to 60 previously unseen hadrons. According to CERN Courier, these particles exhibit intricate structures composed of various quarks. The excitement didn't stop there. In 2021, data analyses from the LHC revealed an unexpected phenomenon. Neutrinos, or ghost particles, were detected. These elusive entities, which pass effortlessly through matter, including every person on Earth, remain hard to track because they rarely interact with other particles. The average person encounters hundreds of neutrinos daily without ever knowing it. Despite their commonality, neutrinos are intriguing to physicists because they are hyper-lightweight, possessing minimal to no charge, making their mass a mystery yet to be fully unraveled. Scientists from Germany's Karlsruhe tritium neutrino experiment have speculated that the upper limit for neutrino mass is merely 0.8 electron volts. Why all the excitement about detecting such almost non-reactive particles? It could unlock some of the greatest mysteries of our universe, offering insights into the fundamental forces that govern all matter. As researchers continue this quest, the question remains: what other secrets are waiting to be uncovered? Did you know that neutrinos, those mysterious particles often referred to as ghosts, weigh in at around 100,000 times lighter than electrons? These elusive entities don't interact with the strong nuclear forces that bind atomic nuclei together, yet they can still engage with weaker nuclear forces, which play a critical role in regulating radioactive decay. The challenge with studying neutrinos is significant. The last time they were observed forming in a simulated particle collision was right after the Big Bang, but their existence was fleeting, lasting only a fraction of a second. Thanks to advancements at the Large Hadron Collider, however, we can now capture many of the neutrinos produced during collisions, even if they only linger for a few milliseconds. Each event sends thousands of neutrinos into existence, not just from particle accelerators, but also from the cores of stars, nuclear reactors, supernovae, and radioactive decay processes. Remarkably, It's estimated that neutrinos outnumber protons by at least 1,000,000,000 to 1. Their neutral charge complicates detection. They can pass through almost any matter without alteration, making them virtually undetectable to our instruments. On July 7, 2022, something unusual caught the attention of scientists. A rupture in Earth's magnetic field formed a significant geomagnetic opening that lasted for nearly 14 hours. This peculiar event unleashed intense solar winds, creating a visual spectacle reminiscent of a sci-fi movie. Researchers and geophysicists were quick to investigate the source of this anomaly, eventually tracing it back to a phenomenon called a co-rotating interaction region from the Sun. Meanwhile, fans of the popular show Stranger Things couldn't resist the urge to connect this event to their beloved series, jokingly suggesting that a character named Vecna might have found a way into our planet through the geostorm. While such speculation was lighthearted and meant to provoke amusement, it underscores the extraordinary curiosity that such scientific phenomena inspire. What if I told you that a crack in the Earth's magnetic field ignited one of the most breathtaking light shows in our skies? This geomagnetic storm, known for producing spectacular auroras, has a fascinating cause rooted in our own solar system. The mystery behind these cracks can be traced back to a phenomenon called co-rotating interaction regions, or CIRs, which originate from the Sun. These massive plasmas form in the heliosphere, the vast zone surrounding our Sun, where dynamic interactions between fast and slow solar wind streams occur. This energetic environment is home to solar magnetic fields and spectacular events like coronal mass ejections. As these co-rotating interaction regions travel from the Sun towards Earth, they bring along shock waves and compressed magnetic fields. When they collide with our planet's magnetic shield, the result is often turbulent space weather, revealing itself in the stunning form of the aurora borealis. On July 7th, early in the morning, this celestial event struck a chord with Earth's magnetic field, generating a persistent G1-class geomagnetic storm. While this might sound alarming, experts from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration have reassured us that there's no need for concern. Believe it or not, these cracks actually serve as a protective barrier, shielding us from harmful solar emissions. Previously, it was thought that these cracks would close quickly. However, recent events, where openings persisted for hours, have revealed that our magnetic fields can remain vulnerable far longer than just a few moments. Research dating back to 2003 suggests that our Earth's magnetic shield is a bit like an old house with drafty windows. Just as open windows can let storms in, our magnetic shield can sometimes fail to fully block geomagnetic storms. Though it is effective at deflecting most of these storms, it occasionally allows energy to slip through, leading to disruptions in electricity power systems, radio communications, and satellite transmissions. So, the next time you gaze up at a remarkable aurora, remember, it's not just a beautiful sight, it's a fascinating interplay between our planet and the Sun, unveiling the wonders of the cosmos. What if I told you that a stunning 14-hour geomagnetic storm swept across our planet without causing any power outages or disrupting radio communications? Scientists have exciting news. As the Sun enters its active phase in the solar cycle, we can anticipate witnessing the northern lights with greater frequency in the months and years to come. In the realm of high-energy physics, significant strides have been made. Tech billionaire Elon Musk pointed out that the Hadron Particle Collider, since its most notable discovery in 2017, has unveiled numerous anomalies within Earth's magnetic field. The extensive data harvested in 2016 was essential for exploring the Higgs boson's properties in greater detail. Since March 2021, precision in various results from these findings has improved, enhancing our understanding of particle behavior. The Large Hadron Collider, LHC, has made remarkable progress since its initial runs, identifying about 59 new hadrons. The initiative to develop the high-luminosity Large Hadron Collider began in June 2018, aimed at boosting the machine's luminosity. This enhancement is crucial for increasing the likelihood of detecting unique phenomena that would otherwise escape our observation. Looking forward, the LHC is currently navigating its third run, which serves as a transitional phase leading to a fourth run. Both these phases are poised to make a substantial impact on particle physics. Although the pace may seem slow, the LHC continuously uncovers knowledge that has remained hidden, buried deep within its investigative stages. In fact, the recent discovery of a crack in the Earth's magnetic field stems from advancements made during this third phase. The quest continues for novel elementary particles that hold the potential to validate theories and unravel the mysteries of our universe. As physicists delve deeper into these findings, unexpected results could be just around the corner, keeping the scientific community buzzing with anticipation. What if I told you that the universe still holds secrets in the form of undiscovered particles? Some of these potential new particles could be heavy and may break down into combinations of quarks and leptons. Interestingly, they might also possess high energy levels, but scientists know that the chances of finding these high-energy particles are slim. Yet, there's a glimmer of hope that these elusive particles will be uncovered soon. When they are discovered, they could unlock invaluable insights, providing statistical evidence and illuminating significant events in the scientific realm. Moreover, researchers are particularly keen on identifying shy particles like dark matter and low-rate reactions that create neutrinos. Speaking of discoveries, what piques your interest about the Large Hadron Collider? Do you think scientists are on the brink of unveiling dark matter's mysteries soon? As we ponder these cosmic questions, it's equally important to recognize how much our planet relies on solar energy. Believe it or not, Earth is virtually powered by the sun. There's no cause for alarm, as we are not doomed. Transitioning to renewable energy is crucial, but it's just one aspect of a broader energy strategy. Consider Solar City, a company committed to sustainable electricity production and consumption. Solar energy, in essence, is indirect fusion harnessed from the sun, a massive fusion generator in the sky. Tapping into a fraction of that energy could transform human civilization. Most people may not realize just how reliant we are on solar power. Without the sun, Earth would become a frozen wasteland at absolute zero. Everything from precipitation to ecosystem functions is solar-powered. In fact, a gallon of gasoline encapsulates thousands of years of solar energy in a compact form. However, the challenge lies in making solar energy economically viable compared to sources like natural gas. So, how does one build a successful business in this arena? I genuinely believe that solar energy will outperform its competitors, including natural gas. If it doesn't, we could face significant challenges ahead. But what's the game plan here? Instead of solely selling solar panels to consumers, the strategy encompasses broader initiatives in the solar sector. Are you tired of sky-high utility bills? Solar energy might just be your answer, especially if you're looking for a low-cost entrance into renewable power. Imagine paying nothing up front for a solar system installed right on your roof. Sounds appealing, right? Many people prefer leasing solar systems, and it's easy to see why. Once your solar panels are in place, they operate without any ongoing fuel or operational costs. In fact, these systems are built to last, often functioning for decades, and sometimes even a century. This reliability makes the installation cost and the financing terms critical, as they significantly impact overall savings. So, what's the deal? With the current offers, you can step into solar energy without any hefty initial payments. Typically, leases last for about 20 years, and the best part is, the monthly payment you'll make is generally less than what you're currently shelling out for your utility bill. It's a win-win scenario, no risk on your side and immediate savings. You might wonder, who actually benefits long-term from the energy produced by those panels? The answer lies with companies like Sol City, which secures significant capital from partners like Google. This capital allows Sol City to purchase and set up the solar panels, charging homeowners or business owners a monthly lease that remains lower than their conventional utility costs. In return, users are essentially creating a modern type of distributed utility. This shift is revolutionary. For years, utility companies operated as monopolies, leaving consumers with limited choices. Now, with solar energy sourced directly from your roof, you're part of a new wave of competition against those traditional power providers. Isn't it empowering to think that every home could potentially contribute to reshaping the energy landscape? Looking ahead, many believe that a substantial portion of America's energy could come from solar within the next couple of decades. The future is bright with solar, and the time to explore this opportunity couldn't be better. What if I told you that solar energy could become the dominant source of power within the next 2 decades? That's my prediction, and I made a wager about it a few years ago. Let's say around 2 or 3 years back, with a friend whose name I'll keep to myself. I believe that in less than 20 years, we will witness solar power providing more energy than any other source. Now, you might wonder, how can anyone go against that notion? The argument for solar is essentially the argument for our survival. If we don't shift to renewable energy, we risk running out of viable energy sources, and that could lead to severe consequences for civilization as we know it. It's crucial we find sustainable ways to generate energy. The real discussion should be about the urgency and pace of this transition. My stance is clear. We should accelerate our efforts. Achieving a sustainable future sooner rather than later could help us avoid devastating environmental damage. Some may question the extent of such damage, taking a devil's advocate approach. They might argue that perhaps the environmental implications won't be as grave as predicted. But why gamble with our planet's future? A persistent concern among people is whether solar power can genuinely meet our energy needs. Many don't recognize that solar energy is already responsible for a significant portion of Earth's energy. Without it, our planet would be an inhospitable frozen ball, barely warmer than absolute zero. When we talk about solar power, it's all about harnessing just a fraction of the vast energy the sun provides. Imagine, all the electricity required by the United States could be generated by a solar grid covering an area of merely 100 miles by 100 miles, roughly just a corner of Arizona. Finally, it's essential to highlight something crucial regarding batteries. There's no scarcity of materials. Earth holds an immense supply of metals, much of which remains untapped. This wealth is fundamentally different from what many believe. In reality, humanity has only just begun to explore the metallic resources available within the Earth's crust. So, as we look forward to a renewable future, the potential is indeed vast. Have you ever considered how much energy we receive from the sun? It's astonishing. Over 99% of all the energy available on Earth comes from that giant star in the sky. When you think about it, the energy we use to fuel our civilization is merely a tiny fraction of what the sun provides. Imagine this. Powering the entire United States with solar energy could be achieved with just a small patch of land. Specifically, a 100-mile square in places like Nevada, Texas, or Utah. That's right. The equivalent of just 1 square mile of battery storage would be sufficient to keep that system running around the clock. Visualize it. A little square on the map, easy to overlook, and within that, a mere pixel represents the size of the necessary battery. This concept brings exciting possibilities for our future. The innovation seen in facilities like the Giga Berlin factory is a testament to what can be done and can inspire change across Europe and beyond. It's essential to feel energized about what lies ahead. We can't let daily problems overshadow the potential for progress. So, what does life look like 30 or even 50 years from now? When we consider advancements in areas like education and transportation, it's crucial to keep an optimistic outlook. States should pay attention to these developments, as there are lessons and strategies here that could be applied to meet their unique needs. We must ask ourselves, what inspires us about the future we are building? Let's focus on what excites us and drives us forward, rather than getting bogged down by challenges. Have you ever considered that our planet operates much like a colossal satellite? Just as large geostationary satellites, which are crucial for communication, run on solar power and batteries for around 20 years without needing maintenance. Earth, too, can harness energy in a similar way. After all, once satellites are in orbit, they're left untouched, relying entirely on their solar arrays and battery systems. However, the future of coal power paints a different picture. It's becoming increasingly evident that coal is on borrowed time, especially when financing decisions are at stake. When investors consider funding a new coal power plant or upgrading an existing one, they're keenly aware that coal lacks long-term viability. Consequently, the capital costs skyrocket because investors demand higher interest rates for what they perceive to be an unsustainable investment. Typically, power plants are valued over a 30-year lifespan, but uncertainty around coal's future makes it a risky move. Now let's shift focus to batteries, the backbone of modern energy systems. The lifespan of a battery usually spans about 15 years, but this varies significantly based on usage. Factors such as how deeply it's discharged and the rate at which energy is drawn or supplied play crucial roles. Meanwhile, the electronics can survive longer, lasting anywhere from 20 to 30 years, and the thermal control systems have a similar endurance. As our battery systems age and their energy output declines, there's flexibility to counteract this by adding more units, enhancing overall performance. And there's good news for the environment. These lithium batteries can be recycled, making sense not just economically, but also sustainably. The raw materials, particularly nickel, maintain significant value, turning what might seem like waste into a resource worth tapping into. So, while coal struggles with its future, solar-powered systems paired with efficient batteries stand ready to lead us forward. What if I told you that even when cells seem empty of energy, they still retain about 10% of their value? It's fascinating, isn't it? Predicting the future, however, is a whole different challenge. Take a look at the history of aviation. In 1903, the Wright brothers achieved controlled powered flight, but it took just 66 years to land humans on the moon. If you'd asked someone in 1900 about the possibility of a lunar landing, they would likely have laughed at the idea. And as for the internet, that concept would have been totally foreign. Fast forward to today, and for just $100, you can have a video call with someone halfway across the globe. It's nearly free with Wi-Fi. Social media has allowed us to reach millions instantly, and with a quick Google search, we have a vast library of information at our fingertips. It's almost impossible to fathom how we arrived at this point, especially when we consider how difficult it was for people even a short while ago to envision such advancements. So, what can we reasonably expect for the future? One thing is certain. Any predictions we make today will likely be off base in the next 50 years. While I may not be able to foresee every detail, I can share what I hope awaits us. Imagine humans living on Mars, exploring the moons of Jupiter, and even preparing for missions to neighboring star systems. That vision could very well be a reality in the coming decades, and is certainly exhilarating to think about. Moreover, we are on the brink of significant advancements in autonomy and artificial intelligence. In just 10 years, it may be rare for cars to be built without full autonomous capabilities. The Tesla models today already have the sophisticated sensor systems necessary for this technology. The future is bright, albeit unpredictable, and it's worth contemplating just how far we can go. Have you ever wondered how close we are to an era where getting into a car feels as uncomplicated as stepping into an elevator? It's not far off. Consider that Tesla has been equipping their vehicles with enough computing power since last October to potentially outpace human safety standards. The real task ahead lies in refining the software and seamlessly uploading it. And if greater computational strength proves necessary, upgrades are an easy fix. Imagine how life will change when getting into a vehicle just means telling it your destination and letting it take you there with extraordinary safety. Remember a time when elevators required operators? Now we simply press a button and expect the ride to be smooth and secure. As I reflect on my college days, I often pondered what innovations would reshape humanity. The internet, renewable energy, and the quest for a multiplanetary existence seemed promising. However, diving into genetics and AI raised more questions than answers, serving as a double-edged sword where benefits and risks coexist. Is this the moment for students to delve into genetics and AI? Absolutely. I have a younger cousin who is about to graduate with a physics and computer science degree from Berkeley, and he notes that nearly everyone in his computer science program is focused on AI. Major breakthroughs are on the horizon. And speaking of the unknown, where are the extraterrestrial beings? This remains one of the most compelling mysteries in both physics and philosophy. Could they already be among us? Some folks joke that I might be one of them. Yet if credible evidence were presented, I would be the first to shout, aliens! There's a famous idea known as the Fermi paradox that asks just where our cosmic visitors might be. The thought, often attributed to physicist Enrico Fermi, suggests that we face two equally daunting scenarios. Either a plethora of aliens exists, or none at all. Each option presents its own set of terrors, especially when envisioning an invasion of sorts, like an overwhelming bug infestation. The implications of such questions keep us curious and engaged about our future. Have you ever wondered how an advanced alien civilization might see us? It's a startling thought. Maybe to them, we resemble nothing more than a pesky bug infestation. Imagine them saying, "This planet was just fine until we found a swarm of bugs. We need to fumigate." It's not an outrageous concept. But what if we're entirely alone in the universe? Could it be that civilizations, just like ours, self-destruct before they reach the stars? Let's be clear. As far as we know, there is no hard evidence of extraterrestrial life on Earth. No UFOs, no alien encounters, just speculation. When people cite sightings, I often respond, well, unless that footage is as reliable as a 7-Eleven security camera, I'm not convinced. We're talking about beings that could have traveled through the cosmos for eons. If they stumbled upon our world, what would they think? Perhaps they'd be baffled by our obsession with cars, wondering why we revered such machines. As we ponder our future, the question looms large. Why haven't we encountered extraterrestrial beings yet? This is a pivotal element of the Fermi paradox. Where are all the aliens? Some individuals might insist that we've discovered them, but trust me, there's no solid proof of that. Folks often ask if I've been to Area 51, but I tell them SpaceX has its own Area 59, which is way more intriguing. As we consider our next steps, it's vital to focus on what actions will increase the chances of consciousness enduring into the future. We shouldn't assume that our existence is guaranteed, especially since we've yet to find any alien life. Among the most promising strategies for extending our reach is becoming a multiplanetary species. It's not just about survival or escaping. It's about enhancing our comprehension of the universe and ensuring that we preserve consciousness in a meaningful way. Is Earth facing an inevitable doom? Despite our best efforts to secure our planet's future, there's an undeniable chance that unforeseen forces, either external threats or our own missteps, could lead to the collapse of civilization. It raises a crucial question. How long do we have before something disrupts our progress? Consider this. For 4.2 billion years, Earth was not in a position to expand life beyond its own boundaries. Now, for the first time, we have the capability to reach out to other planets. But how long will this opportunity last? It could be open for an extensive period, or it might just be a fleeting chance. Assuming our window is short would be a wise approach. Therefore, we must act swiftly to ensure the continuity of consciousness and life itself. My fascination with humanity's future stems from my childhood passion for science fiction and philosophy. Those formative experiences prompted me to reflect on deep questions. What motivates our actions? What is the meaning of life? Ultimately, I believe our primary objective is to guarantee that life, especially conscious life, survives and thrives in the future. In this pursuit, we can gain profound insights into the universe and move toward greater enlightenment. Creating a robust civilization elsewhere, like on Mars, will take time. One critical threshold we must overcome is ensuring we have adequate resources to sustain life beyond Earth. Imagine being on a long voyage and realizing you lack just one necessary item, like vitamin C. That deficiency could be disastrous. To prevent a calamity, we need to establish everything required for a thriving colony on Mars. The roots of our decline here could stem from various scenarios, whether a cataclysmic event or a gradual degradation of society. Ultimately, the end could come with either a bang or a whimper. As we examine our past, archaeologists are uncovering the remnants of once flourishing civilizations. Their findings serve as a stark reminder of what we stand to lose if we don't take action now. Have you ever pondered what would happen if we stumbled upon a 1-inch cube of titanium buried in the middle of a pyramid? It's hard not to wonder if that could mean something extraterrestrial. After all, titanium is a tough metal, and crafting something like that would have required technology far beyond what was available in ancient times. No way they could have done that without advanced tools, maybe even computers. But here's the kicker. If aliens really exist and had the capability to travel and create, why wouldn't they just land in Times Square to announce their presence? You know, hover over downtown LA and say, "Hey, look at me, I'm an alien." Yet, their apparent subtlety suggests they might be watching us from a distance, possibly without us even realizing it. The thought can be unsettling, can it? Even with interstellar travel on our minds, how often do we actually contemplate the idea of intelligent life observing us? If they were out there, it would be reasonable to think they'd have a keen interest in us. It wouldn't take advanced technology to reach every corner of our galaxy either. If an alien civilization were eager to expand, they could, at just 10 or 20% of the speed of light, populate the entire galaxy in about 10 to 20 million years. That's a mere blip on the cosmic timeline. When we examine the archaeological evidence, it aligns well with what we know of ancient cultures. We haven't discovered anything significant that might suggest ancient alien visits, but the idea still sparks curiosity. They could very well be out there, quietly observing and possibly avoiding detection. So what about signals from other solar systems? Why haven't we received any? On a galactic scale, the possibilities of colonization and exploration could far exceed our imagination, extending even to neighboring galaxies. We still hold on to that hope, don't we? The thrilling worlds depicted in sci-fi literature and films, some part of us yearns for those to become reality. In 2002, I embarked on a journey that many thought was futile, the creation of SpaceX. The initial odds of success? a mere 10%. Back in those early days, when I met with NASA officials, they looked at me, an internet entrepreneur, and thought I was just a wealthy dreamer destined to squander my fortune on an impossible venture. Think about the history of life on Earth. It dates back approximately 3.5 to 3.8 billion years. Imagine the significant milestones: the emergence of single-celled organisms, the rise of plants and animals, the monumental transition of life from water to land, the evolution of mammals, and ultimately, the development of consciousness. Now, consider this. I believe that becoming a multiplanetary species is the next vital step in that evolutionary timeline. Consciousness is key. It's essential for us to create technology capable of transporting life across the vast, hostile expanses of space to environments unlike anything we've known. Wouldn't it be ideal if there were a nearby Earth-like planet? Reality suggests otherwise. Yet, if there exists a logical case for the importance of expanding our civilization beyond Earth, it's certainly worth our attention and resources. History leaves us with two potential paths. One leads us to remain on this planet until an inevitable extinction event occurs. This isn't a fearful prediction, but a reflection on past patterns. Disasters will come. The other path, however, is one of hope. Evolving into a spacefaring civilization with multiple species scattered across the cosmos. This latter option seems crucial for the survival of humanity. Our planet, after all, is vulnerable to both natural calamities and our own missteps. If we aim for survival, we must find a way to escape our confines. It's about the continuation of our species. Consider the cataclysmic events that have punctuated Earth's history. Massive meteor strikes, supervolcanic eruptions, and the shifting of continents. To endure and thrive, we must look beyond our home. Have you ever thought about how humanity's journey isn't just tied to Earth? Our planet has experienced dramatic shifts. Think of it as a giant snowball at times and a scorching furnace at others. The geological history of Earth is both extensive and intricate, marked by numerous extinction events. Take the Permian extinction, for instance. It drove over 90% of all species to extinction, a truly cataclysmic event. This leads me to my fascination with Mars and my work with SpaceX. At its core, my drive to explore and establish a presence on another planet revolves around two fundamental motivations. First, there's a protective aspect to it. If we can establish human life on multiple planets, we significantly increase the longevity of our civilization. The idea of life as an insurance policy is incredibly compelling. Consider this. Earth has been around for about 4 billion years, while human civilization has only existed for around 10,000 of those years. Right now, a small opportunity has emerged for us to spread our wings and extend life beyond our home planet. This window might be brief, so shouldn't we act to seize the opportunity while we can? Yet, there's a deeper excitement that fuels my passion for Mars. The prospect of establishing a human base there is nothing short of the greatest adventure I can imagine. It fills me with joy and inspiration, far more than simply seeking solutions to everyday problems. Yes, the journey will be fraught with challenges. Lives will be lost and we'll face both triumphs and tragedies. Yet just like the formation of the United States, these experiences will forge a legacy that inspires generations. Life shouldn't just be a series of problem-solving tasks. We need monumental goals that ignite our passion, the kind of challenges that make us wake up eager to take on the day. That, for me, is the ultimate reason to push for human life on Mars. What if humanity could thrive beyond Earth? This is the bold vision that fuels SpaceX, a mission to make interplanetary travel a reality for many, and ultimately, to establish a self-sustaining civilization on Mars. The spark for this endeavor ignited after my time at PayPal, where I realized my long-standing fascination with space could evolve into something tangible. Initially, I believed that space exploration was reserved for enormous government agencies. But as I dug deeper, exploring NASA's resources, I was surprised to find no clear path to Mars. It dawned on me. Had we lost our adventurous spirit? I soon recognized my misconception. The United States embodies the spirit of exploration, and a future where humanity expands into the cosmos is not just desirable, it's essential. The idea of becoming a multiplanetary species is thrilling. It paints a vibrant picture of life beyond Earth, contrasting starkly with a future trapped on our planet, ultimately facing extinction. This notion of expanding into the universe serves as a powerful source of inspiration, igniting a hopeful vision of tomorrow. At SpaceX, We're committed to pushing the boundaries of what's possible, imagining a future that excites us and compels us to rise each day with purpose. It's about cultivating dreams of exploration among the stars and instilling a sense of wonder. The prospect of becoming a spacefaring civilization fuels our enthusiasm as the belief in a better, brighter future drives us onward. We must ask ourselves, what inspires you to wake up in the morning? What visions of the future compel you to embrace life? If we don't envision ourselves exploring the universe, we miss out on the essence of what it means to be human. Together, we stand on the cusp of a new era, ripe with possibilities. Let's turn our gaze skyward, for the adventure is just beginning. Have you ever wondered if we're alone in the universe? The question of whether extraterrestrial life exists out there intrigues many of us. While the probability of finding microbial life seems high, the chances of encountering advanced intelligent beings become slimmer as we go up the evolutionary ladder. Consider this: for us to connect with intelligent life, not only must that life exist, but it also needs to have endured long enough to overlap with our own civilization. This leads us to a profound mystery often dubbed the Fermi paradox. With so many planets in the universe, and given the universe's nearly 14 billion years of existence, why haven't we encountered any aliens? This question is perplexing. If we think about it, even at a leisurely pace, like riding a bicycle, you could reach Alpha Centauri in just a few 100,000 years. Given enough time, say 100 million years, an advanced civilization could theoretically explore the entire galaxy. So the looming question remains: where is everyone? Imagine if we were confident that advanced aliens would visit us in the next couple of decades. The arrival of such beings would feel similar to the advent of digital superintelligence, which might already seem alien to us. But returning to our central inquiry, do you believe that intelligent life exists beyond Earth? This topic sits at the crossroads of physics and philosophy. Perhaps the answer is closer than we think. Maybe they're among us, or perhaps they watch from afar. Will we establish contact with extraterrestrials within the next 50 years? That's a difficult prediction. If there are indeed super-intelligent beings observing us, they likely possess the means to monitor our world without our awareness. Running some rough calculations suggests that any civilization keen on spreading throughout the galaxy would have had ample opportunities to make their presence known. Yet we are still in the dark. The quest to uncover the existence of alien life continues. What will we discover next? Have you ever wondered how quickly we could spread across the galaxy? Surprisingly, even traveling at a mere 10 or 20% of the speed of light, humanity could potentially colonize our entire galaxy within a timeline of 10 to 20 million years. In the vastness of cosmic time, that's just a blink. This leads us to a profound question posed by Carl Sagan. Are we surrounded by countless alien civilizations, or are we utterly alone? Each possibility evokes its own kind of fear. If aliens do exist, what if they perceive us as nothing more than a nuisance, akin to a bug infestation? An alien civilization might simply decide to fumigate Earth, treating it just like we do with pests in our homes. On the flip side, the absence of extraterrestrial life could suggest a bleak reality. Perhaps intelligent civilizations are inevitably self-destructive before they can reach for the stars. It's a chilling thought, really. To date, however, let's clarify one crucial point. There is no conclusive evidence of alien life on Earth. The claims regarding UFO sightings, to be valid, they must meet high standards of scrutiny. Think of the quality of a basic surveillance camera at a convenience store. We should ask, do you really think that if aliens existed, they'd be inclined to reveal themselves? If they wanted us to know, they could easily make an entrance, landing in Times Square or hovering over downtown Los Angeles, claiming, "Hey, look at us." The fact is, their presence seems to be delicate and hidden. How often do you reflect on this? Personally, it's not a thought that crosses my mind regularly. Even as I ruminate on interplanetary travel, the concept of aliens remains in the background. But if they did make an appearance, it would overhaul what we know. Wow, this is new information. Where have they been all this time? So, until I see some solid proof of extraterrestrial beings, my curiosity remains piqued but grounded. Have you ever wondered if we're truly alone in the universe? While the fascination with aliens sparks countless investigations, many feel that the search can seem futile, especially when little evidence has emerged over years of research. Sure, there are plenty of fascinating stories, but what do we really have to show for it? Consider this. If scientists discovered a small cube of titanium nestled inside the Great Pyramid, wouldn't that scream alien technology? The complexity of crafting such a material back in ancient times would seem impossible without advanced machinery, which simply didn't exist then. Such a find would certainly make anyone question our understanding of history. But let's zoom out for a moment. Earth is 4.5 billion years old, and for the first time, we're contemplating the possibility of expanding life beyond our planet. Currently, Earth is the only known home to life, though there's much debate about what might exist elsewhere in the cosmos. Despite our speculation, we've yet to uncover any concrete proof of extraterrestrial life. Now consider this. If we don't establish a human presence on another planet soon, we might miss our chance entirely. Natural or man-made disasters could one day make our technological endeavors impossible, making the exploration of other worlds urgent. Do you think aliens are aware of us? And if so, would they even want to be discovered? Honestly, one would hope that if they existed, we'd be clued in. Yet here we are, and signals from distant solar systems remain elusive. Maybe advanced civilizations are out there, but perhaps they're just keeping to themselves. Looking ahead, how long do you think it might take for humans to travel regularly to Mars? Imagine constructing bases there and using them to reach other planets. Over millennia, we could potentially colonize the entire galaxy. Such a future could become a thrilling reality if we plan wisely. In this pursuit for knowledge, one can't help but feel a mixture of excitement and trepidation about the possibilities that lie ahead. What if, in the not-so-distant future, we are indeed visited by intelligent extraterrestrial beings? The prospect leaves us all pondering the great unknown. Could we be on the brink of discovering life beyond Earth? The idea that extraterrestrial intelligence might already be observing us is both thrilling and unsettling. In just 2 decades, we could witness the advent of a super-intelligent digital entity, so advanced it may feel alien. Now, let's take a moment to ponder a fundamental question. Is intelligent life thriving elsewhere in the universe? This mystery ranks among the most profound challenges in both physics and philosophy. Some speculate that aliens might even be among us, a thought that amusingly extends to jokes about one's own uniqueness. Interestingly, throughout history, some cultures have believed that humanity did not originate from Earth. The narrative of Adam and Eve has intrigued many, suggesting that perhaps we ourselves are from another world. Fast forward 20 or 50 years into the future, will we finally establish contact with these beings? It's difficult to predict. If there are indeed hyper-intelligent aliens out there, they might already be monitoring us hidden in plain sight. They could be silently waiting while we go about our lives, blissfully unaware. Consider this. Even at speeds far less than light, around 10 or 20%, an advanced civilization could theoretically spread across the galaxy in just 10 to 20 million years. When looked at in the context of cosmic time, that's a blink of an eye. Reflecting on human endeavors, we send our probes into the depths of space where they might wander for millions or even billions of years. Imagine future alien discoveries of our spacecraft, puzzled at what mysteries we left behind. Perhaps wondering why we revered a car or what our motivations truly were. Ultimately, it seems our most pressing need is to ensure the continuity of life, especially conscious life. By striving to understand the universe better, we inch closer to fulfilling this responsibility. Making humanity multiplanetary, achieving sustainable energy consumption, and fostering the growth of the internet are steps toward this goal. Who knows what tomorrow might hold as we endeavor to explore the cosmos together? What if I told you that the very technology designed to enrich our lives might also harbor the potential for severe consequences? The conversation surrounding artificial intelligence is as thrilling as it is daunting, especially when it intersects with the realm of human genetics. Let's explore the brighter side first, the immense advantages that AI brings to the table. Imagine a world where tedious tasks, those draining mental chores that consume our time and focus, are handled effortlessly by advanced machines. This shift could lead to extraordinary breakthroughs, especially in complex fields that currently elude human capabilities. Picture tackling monumental challenges like curing cancer or reversing the effects of aging. Issues that seem insurmountable today, but with AI's assistance, may become attainable in the future.